180-degree rule is a commonly used tool in filmmaking. It acts as an imaginary line or axis, where the actors are placed on the axis, and the camera films the actors on one side of the axis, filming within the range of 180 degrees. The rule allows for the audience to understand the film with ease and helps the audience not to get confused about the actor's orientation within the film, unless the rule is broken, which brings us to the next topic. In The Lord of the Rings, Gollum and Sméagol have a confrontation. This confrontation begins with a 180-degree rule, giving off the illusion that Gollum and Sméagol are two physically different characters. When Sméagol tells Gollum to leave, the 180-degree rule is broken. The first shot is filming the left side of Sméagol's face. The second shot, after the break, is filming the right side of Sméagol's face. The shot which would normally be filming Gollum is now filming Sméagol, which suggests a successful break in the 180-degree rule. Paul Rudd from Ant-Man acts as an ex-convict who wants to do the right thing and take care of his daughter.
I got a daughter to take care of.
He mentions that he has a master's in electrical engineering.
Master's in electrical engineering, all right?
Misdirecting the audience into believing he can get a really good job.
Welcome to Baskin Robbins. Would you like to try our mango fruit blast?
Montage is typically a short story which is achieved by editing a collection of shots in sequence. Montage usually focuses more on aesthetics than it does storyline or meaning. In this example, the character's attention is grabbed by a mysterious woman behind him. His eyes and head turn around, which makes the audience interested to know who this mysterious woman is. By pulling focus to the woman, the audience's eyes are drawn to the focused area. This is called eye tracing. The Kuleshov effect is an editing technique invented by Lev Kuleshov. It's a mental phenomenon in which the audience make more meaning from the relationship of two shots. In this example, I took a shot from the Land Rover advert in the Ica Desert and the shot of the Sphinx from Egypt. When the shots are cut next to one another, it creates an illusion that the Land Rover is driving in Egypt. This is Kuleshov. In the movie Interstellar, McConaughey arrives back from a space trip, which only took him a few hours, but from Earth's perspective, he's been away for over 20 years. Slowly he tries to absorb the extent of his situation. The use of the emotional music by Hans Zimmer naturally elevates the audience's emotions. The camera slowly gets closer and closer to his face. This and the in-between cuts showing how long he's been away makes the audience sympathize with McConaughey and share his emotions. In the movie The Walk, there is a subplot of a relationship between Philip and Annie. However, the film does not get too detailed about the relationship and doesn't really affect the overall story of the film. The movie sticks to its original story, engaging the audience with the movie's progression. However, the relationship is used to explain Philip's story in more detail, rather than concentrating on the subplot too much. Editing on rhythm can be used to keep the audience interested in the film. Editing with rhythm helps the continuity of the film, and helps the audience to follow the film easily. In this example of a Fast and Furious trailer, most of the scenes that skip 1 or 2 beats
follow this home. We're being hunted.
Are shots of the so-called family and Paul Walker. This example shows how emotion and rhythm can work coherently. In this scene from the Grand Budapest Hotel, we see the character walking through the shot from the left to the right. We only see the one side of the face, therefore the character is sticking to a 180-degree line or an imaginary path. This allows the audience to keep track of the actor's orientation within the film. in this case, where the actor is heading towards. In this racing scene from Need for Speed, the cars are driving from the background to the foreground. As the cars drive towards the camera, each frame sees the cars from a different angle. The cut shows how physical awareness and spatial awareness relate to one another in the film.